Yes guys, welcome back to the channel. So this is going to be a Python tutorial for absolute beginners. You know nothing about programming or Python, so let's get straight into the video. So the agenda for this video and following videos will just be to follow this plan, which would be to install Visual Studio Code, Python, and then follow the session plan, which would be to write Python code, do some basic stuff, go into more complex OOP, and then try imports from like pandas and third-party packages. So the first part of the session is to download Visual Studio Code and Python. The links will be in the description, and also the PDF for all these slides will be in the description if you want to follow it yourself. So once you've clicked the link, it'll take you directly to the web page of Python or Visual Studio Code. Click the download button, and then you get a pop-up. You obviously click save. That will go into your downloads folder, and then it'll be Visual Studio Code or Python setup.exe. You click that and then you'll get another pop-up, and then you just click next, and then it'll be downloaded. Now that that's all downloaded, if you just go onto your start search on your desktop and type in VS Code, the app should come up like a blue triangle. You click that and then that will load the app up, and then your screen should look like this. Okay, so the first part of this idea is that you need an environment to cook. In terms of writing code, your kitchen is going to be the IDE or your text editor. And all this is just somewhere that you actually write your code, you do your magic, where the magic happens. So that's your kitchen, it's the text editor. In this case, it's Visual Studio Code, but there's plenty of other ones out there that you could use. So once you've got your text editor, you've got your kitchen, it's basically empty. You actually need all the kind of utilities to make sure that, wherever you cook, you have the tools in the kitchen to do that. And the main thing is to just have, the oven, a microwave, I don't know what else you need, other tools that you need in cooking. You can tell I can't cook, but then you have, your cupboards where you can store your ingredients and all that type of thing. So that's what you need your utilities. Of course, then you need your ingredients, and they come in two forms. So your knowledge, and then your dependencies in Python. So it could be third-party packages that you're downloading. You then obviously need a plan, you need a recipe. So once you've got all the things that, you need to make this meal, you just need an idea of, okay, I follow these steps, and then my meal should be, how I expect it to be. And that is your recipe, that's your plan on what you're going to do in your code, how you're going to write it, what you're going to implement, that type of thing. And then you can do your cooking. You've got all your utilities, your plan, your knowledge, and then you just start writing ahead and getting your idea out there. And that's the cooking part of this concept. And then finally, you can make your meal and it'll be there, and you can look at it and you can be happy, oh, I made this application or program, and you can share it with someone else, and hopefully they would like it too. So as the last part of this video, we're just going to print hello world, which is the first thing you do in pretty much all languages, just to kind of know that you know how it's working, and feel good about yourself and pretend that you're a programmer. So the first thing we're going to do is open Visual Studio Code. You'll get a pop-up like this. You can just get rid of this tab, and then top left you can click the Explorer and then click Open Folder, and then let's say let's go in your documents, and then I will just click New, and I'll create Practice folder, and then I'll select that folder. So this is where all the code that I write in this Visual Studio Code window will save. So I will just then create a Python file. So every Python file you create will have a .py extension. So I'll just call this hello world.py. And then if you look in the bottom right, Visual Studio Code has actually got your interpreter up, which is just a Python that you downloaded. And basically this will interpret the Python code, and it will basically run the Python code that you write. Okay, so I'm just going to do something here, which is create a variable. So I'll just call it variable, and that is going to be equal to hello world. And then I'm just going to do print variable and just press save, which is Control S. And then you can run the program here just by clicking in the top right, clicking the drop down, and then just click Run Python File. And down here you should see it says Hello World, so that's how you know your program's working. Just one more thing is to debug the code as well. So I'll just do something which is click here and click here, and then I'll just rerun this, and we'll just click Python debugger in the top right, and then something will come up on the left which is running debug, so you just want to click that, and then this will just show you how the Python file is actually read and how the script is executed. So it will just go line by line. So when you're writing your code next, you just have to read it, you know, this line will execute, then this line, then this line, and then this line, and that's how your script will be read, and I'll just show you that now. So if I just click step over, I think, that will just go to the next sort of line that is ready to be executed, or that comes out of this breakpoint into the next one. Okay, so that is the video. I'm going to release more videos with this tutorial, and hopefully this video and videos follow help you learn Python.